having chills right now. Yesterday we left Karakul, entered the Bartang Valley and ended up camping in the middle of it. During the night we heard what sounded like loud gunshots far away. We got out of our tents and realized it was actually rocks falling nearby. Other than that, it was a quiet and peaceful night. Today the plan is to ride until the end of the valley and sleep in Rushan. It's still far and we'll need to find some gasoline somewhere along the way and hope that the road is clear. We had just started the day and the valley was already making sure we were fully awake, throwing 2 water crossings at us right away. The water wasn't deep, but there was plenty of medium-sized rocks. Watch as we apply some science and advanced calculations.
Yeah, shit man, this is I think we should go probably this way and then up.
Based on this, let's call it conversation, we decided to walk the bikes across to avoid any unnecessary risks. At this water crossing the pressure was on, because we had some spectators. Now it started to rain. Let's see for how long. Doesn't look promising for the next 4 hours. We got some rain and wind for about 45 minutes. Then we reached the section I had been a bit nervous about after seeing it in other people's videos. I thought the camera wasn't recording, so when I pressed the button I actually stopped the recording instead of starting it. To give you an idea, it was a narrow lane, and on the right it was less rocky but really close to the river. And on the left there were more rocks and a slight off-camber slope. Andrea took the right side and made it through slowly. I went for the left side, but my rear tire started sliding toward the river, so I decided to walk the bike with Andrea's help. It looked a lot like this lane here, but with slightly bigger rocks. After 140 kilometers, we finally reached the first village.
Yay!
The German couple we met yesterday had recommended a place here called Snow Leopard Lodge. Considering how remote the valley is, I was surprised to find that from this point onward there are actually several villages along the way.
This is massive.
Just look at this place. I didn't think a valley could make me feel so much. Bartang changes all the time. The terrain keeps testing you, and the scenery keeps surprising you. One moment it feels like a struggle, the next it feels like a dream. It's like the valley knows exactly when to push and when to reward. And when it opens up like this, you just stop, take a breath, and feel grateful for being here.
Is it Savnop? Savnop village.
We arrived at the village of Savnop, the place everyone had been recommending to stop for the night. While riding through the village, a young girl approached us and invited us to her father's homestay. On the map, it shows up as Homestay Murk.
So my riding buddy Andrea is staying here in Savnop village, and I will keep going for a little bit more, just because I have a limited time here, and I will now try to find some gas. So let's go!
I reached the village of Nizur right after Savnop, where I had a waypoint from the iOverlander app saying there should be gasoline here. I followed the GPS instructions, which led me onto a small trail. It didn't make much sense, so I decided to ask around.
Hello. Benzene? Benzene? Gas? No.
tried all of my vocabulary plus the universal signal, but it didn't work. Or maybe it did. I really don't know. So I turned back, saw another road going uphill, and decided to try that while asking again.
Salam. Benzene? See? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I will just. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And this is it. Found it. I really love how even though we don't speak the same language, we're still able to communicate. All I know are the words benzene and salam, just enough to ask for fuel and say hello. I only found this out after I got home. The village where I stopped for fuel at Nizur is actually near the Lake Sares. This lake was formed after a massive earthquake in 1911 and caused a huge landslide that blocked the Murghab River, creating what is now the Uzoy Dam, the highest natural dam in the world. About a year later after that disaster, the water started to overflow the dam, forming what we now know as the Bartang River. The lake is so massive that in 1939 an observatory was built to monitor it continuously. Scientists are concerned that if another major earthquake hits this region, like the one in 2015, it could trigger a catastrophic collapse, potentially affecting the lives of up to 6 million people downstream. It would be the most devastating flood ever witnessed by human eyes. I truly hope that day never comes.
This is really massive. What the hell, man? Jeez. I'm having chills right now.
And I was truly getting chills with these final landscapes of the valley. It felt like Bartang was saying goodbye in full glory, opening up one last breathtaking scene before letting me go. With low water, clear roads and a bit of luck, the gates to this wild kingdom stayed open, and it let me pass. Now it's time to find a place to stay in Rushan and get a well-deserved rest, because tomorrow the adventure continues.
Wow. The longest stretch of corrugated road that I've ever had.